Good evening and welcome to the council meeting of September 5th, 2023. I will be presiding as deputy mayor this evening in the absence of Mayor Bridle. I was just informed that due to some technical issues, we won't be live tonight. We will be posting a recorded version probably within 24 hours of completion. To begin with, I will look for a motion to adopt the agenda as circulated.
I will move that we adopt the agenda as circulated, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Wall.
And I'll second Councillor Wall's motion, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Schweitzer. Are there any questions or comments of council regarding this agenda? Seeing none, it was moved by Councillor Wall, seconded by Councillor Schweitzer. All in favor? And that's carried. Next, may I have a motion to adopt the minutes of the August 21st, 2023 council meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Councillor Tuntlin-Weeb.
And I'll second that, Your Worship.
And Councillor Lewis. These minutes were provided for your review. Are there any questions or comments about them? Again, seeing none, moved by Councillor Tuntlin-Weeb, seconded by Councillor Lewis. All in favor? And those are carried. This evening, there are no proclamations. However, we do have a delegation. I would like to welcome Terry Mitchell, Conrad Funk, and Blaine Fair of the Swift Current Pride's Thunder SPN men's slow pitch team to share in their experiences at the 2023 National Championships in Leduc, Alberta, where they recently won a gold medal. Please come forward and make your presentation. And I see we have a lot of other team members here too, which is outstanding.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Terry Mitchell. I'm the coach of the Pride Thunder. These are my players, Blaine and Conrad Funk. Everybody kind of probably knows Conrad Funk from the Indians back in the days. I think he's still the home run hitter, and leader. Yeah, we went up to Leduc, like you said there, and we went 8-0 at this national tournament in Leduc. And I don't know what else to say here other than we did really well. If I can give some thank yous out, like I did right up a little bit here, I just wanted to say, obviously, thank you to Jesus, my Lord and Savior, because he gives us the ability to play this game that we love. I want to say thank you to the mayor and you're yourself, Mr. I forget your name already, but
That's okay.
this is a hot seat, so and it's getting hotter. So I just
No, don't worry about
But
it.
I want to say thank you to the City Council for inviting us, and we want to say thank you for, representing Swift Current. We're a pretty small town, and when we go to these tournaments, we play big, and we're getting to be really known in the national, provincial circuit, and this is right across Canada, and in Alberta, we're one of the best teams, and we started this probably back in 2013-14, where we had a vision for this team. And then in 2017, we got to the point where we won actually nationals in Winnipeg. In the last 5 years, we've won Saskatchewan provincials, slow pitch, at the highest competitive division you can win in. And now we just repeated nationals here again for the second time in 2023. So we have we have about 8 players from Swift Current that play on this team. We have roughly about 6-7 more that are not here that represent Moose Jaw, Regina, Kyle, which guy lives in Saskatoon, but he's from Kyle, so I kind of say he's from Swift Current as well, and Lumsden. So I want to say thank you to our families that have to go through the sacrifice when we're not around, take care of the kids when we get to go play that game that we love so much. We have some sponsors that I like to say thank you as well, and that's Brovac, Big Rack Vac, and Hammer Down. These guys give us a little bit of money every year, and that covers our entry fees. We're always looking for more. We got a lot of vision and a lot more tournaments that we want to win. I know if we were to sit down and talk behind the doors. We have a tournament coming up next year that we really want to win, and it's Canadians. That's the biggest tournament you can win in this division, in a slow pitch. So, what I can say about this team, we're a family. We're very unified and very strong in that. We've won a lot of medals. We've won a lot of tournaments. We've got a lot of accolades. But if we were all to sit here and say what really is more important, it's the heart behind those medals and those accolades. We are a very, very tight team. We love each other. Like I said, we're a family. And from there, I don't know what to say, but we really love this game.
Well said. Yeah, I would just agree with Terry there that I think like this, like slow pitch, and it, you know, it's a lot like senior hockey. Everybody's watched senior hockey, and they've seen that, you know, that the higher end teams, they basically pick guys up, you know, every year. It's kind of a turnover all the time, and that's not us. We don't have that turnover. We've stuck with the same guys. We've built through that, and you know, like there's people that have been asked to be picked off our team and they say no, and it's because it's like if I didn't play with this team, I wouldn't play anymore. It'd be done, because it's you know, the tournaments, everything like that are all pretty secondary at this point. Just, you know, enjoying my time. I'm too old to want to just go and be a a player on some random team and have no loyalty there. So, but yeah, that's all I got.
Excellent, thank you very much. Council will open the floor for any questions or comments you may have.
Thanks, Your Worship. Gentlemen, congratulations, first and foremost. Thanks for coming to City Council tonight. You know, I think I didn't even realize, I did a little bit of reading, but I didn't realize how storied the history of your, I don't want to say franchise, but your club is, you know, for not really a short time, you know, 10 years plus at this point, right? So I didn't realize that that's really neat. And, you know, like you said, for senior hockey there, you know, you go out and find ringers in all these cities and bring them out to your smaller center to play for you. And it's pretty cool that you're just a team full of local ringers. And I know Conrad probably has no recollection of playing baseball against me, but I can assure you that I have a very clear recollection of playing baseball with Conrad Funk. And it wasn't any fun. And I know you're not a pitcher, but back then you were, and that's about as scared playing sports as I think I've ever been, holding the bat, standing at that plate. So I'm sure I'm not alone in this community for being a guy of our vintage who feels that way. And if that's what the rest of your team is, then holy smokes, you guys have got something pretty special going there. And you know, it's clear you guys come and talk to us here today that it's, you know, it's about baseball, but as much about spending time together and you know, not representing your community, but you do represent your community very well. And I just want to say, I hope you guys have lots more luck in the future, and you can keep that pretty awesome nucleus together and keep it rolling. You know, I'm sorry that you haven't been to council before, frankly, to talk to us about it, because I think that it's a story that people in the community should know about, and I'm sure that the guy sitting over there in the corner will probably ask you some questions about it before you leave here tonight. And you deserve the accolades, so, you know, not that they're, you know, maybe so hot, but please enjoy a little bit of, selflessly enjoy a little bit of praise from the rest of the community, because it's a job well done. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Councillor Switzer?
You know, you touched on the teamwork and the cohesion and just being a family there, but more specifically, got to ask the on-field question. What is it about you guys that has got you 5 provincial championships and this big win in Leduc? Are you guys just hitting bombs? I know with Conrad on the team, that's probably a thing, but is it big bats? Is it defense? Combination of? You know, what pays the bills for you guys?
I would say that like so there's, like when you get to slow pitch, like depending on your level, there's home run rules put in place, and so you're not actually allowed to just keep swinging for fences, and so you have to learn how to basically small ball teams. But I think what makes us different is we're really good defensively. That's probably our strength, and then the fact that like when I touch on like, you know, the fact that we've stuck with the same guys, you should see the teams that some of them, and I'm not knocking some of them, but some of them when they play, there's a lot of nervousness because when you think that you could like, there's no loyalty there and you could lose your job to the next guy that's waiting to take it from you, they play a little bit more nervous, whereas our guys play a little more free, I think. And that's probably where our strength lies, is we play a little more free that way, and we're not we have a bunch of guys that are good at their positions, and we don't move around a whole bunch, so you've kind of locked us into where we are at this point.
Right on. Well, I'll echo Councillor Pluis in congratulating you and thanking you for doing such a great job of repping Swift Current on a national stage, and keep on keeping on.
Anyone else? Well, thank you guys for coming and presenting to us. We really appreciate having you here. Pass along my congratulations as well. And I don't know whether you guys want a picture or not, but we can bring you up to the front and get a picture for the paper. And
We did bring our jerseys. I don't know if you want us to wear jerseys.
sure, throw them on. Yeah, bring the other guys up too if they. Okay, moving down the agenda, there are no public hearings, public notice matters, or orders, so we will move to items for action. I will ask the General Manager of Corporate Services to proceed with the first set of accounts. Carrie?
Thank you, Your Worship, and good evening, members of council. Enclosed are the General Revenue Fund disbursements for the period of August 10th to August 16th, 2023. I respectfully recommend that $1,683,022.49 in disbursements be approved. Included in that amount is a payment of $1,126,000 for the purchase of energy, a payment of $11,000 for the purchase of fuel for city fleet vehicles and equipment, payments of $18,000 and $26,000 for chemicals used at the water treatment plant, a payment of $52,000 for costs associated with landfill cover and compaction services at the East landfill operations for the month of July, a payment of $24,000 for costs associated with the Chinook Golf Course Pro Shop contract, payment of $17,000 for costs associated with the 2023 line painting program, payment of $32,000 for hardware to upgrade IT infrastructure located at various city facilities, payment of $12,000 to replace tires on a 2016 John Deere loader used by the Streets and Roadways Department, payment of $11,000 for cleaning services at the RCMP detachment and RC Doll facility, payment of $17,000 for costs associated with the financial management and human resource management software upgrade project, and finally $11,000 for quarterly lease and copy costs for photocopy equipment located at various locations throughout the city.
Thank you, Ms. Cobbler. Council will be looking for a motion. Anyone?
Your worship, I'll move that the recommended amount of $1,683,022.49 in disbursements be approved related to the period of August 10th to the 16th.
Thank you, Councillor Cluis.
I will second that, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Wall. Are there any questions or comments relating to the accounts as presented? Councillor Wall?
Okay, there's a payment here for $375 for the Aquatic Center roof. Is that job now completed? I don't know who I should ask. Oh, sorry. I'm lost. Okay, I'll ask it next time.
I'll answer it next time.
Hold that one to the next one.
I'll hold it for the next one.
Okay. Anyone else? No questions? Okay, this was moved by Councillor Pluis and seconded by Councillor Wall. All in favor? And that is carried. Ms. Cobbler, please proceed with the second set of accounts. And you know you're getting a question.
Thank you, Your Worship. Enclosed are the general revenue fund disbursements for the period of August 17th to August 28th, 2023. I respectfully recommend that $2,207,993.08 in disbursements be approved. Included in that amount is a payment of $118,000 for payroll benefits, a payment of $380,000 for the purchase of energy, a payment of $13,000 for natural gas costs, payment of $32,000 for the purchase of fuel for city fleet vehicles and equipment, payment of $69,000 to supply and install siding on the stockade building, payment of $28,000 in annual software license renewal costs related to Adobe products used across the city's network, payment of $18,000 for chemicals used at the water treatment plant, payment of $375,000 for costs associated with the Aquatic Center roof rehabilitation project, payment of $10,000 for tree pruning and maintenance in city parks and boulevards, payment of $16,000 for costs associated with the financial management and human resource management software project, payment of $124,000 for costs associated with gravel road maintenance at various locations, payment of $30,000 for event tent replacement parts, payment of $10,000 for development and implementation of weigh scale and billing software for the landfill, a payment of $62,000 for labor and equipment costs associated with the downtown electrical conversion project, as well as electrical repairs and maintenance at various city facilities, payment of $58,000 for transit services and recycling depot operations for the month of July, payment of $108,000 for garbage collection services for the month of July, a payment of $231,000 for costs related to the 2023 paving and concrete contract, payment of $30,000 for costs associated with the financial management and human resource management software upgrade project, payment of $88,000 for costs related to 2023 creek bank rehabilitation, payment of $13,000 for the purchase and delivery of cover material for the East Landfill, a payment of $21,000 to purchase inventory items for use by the water and wastewater utility, and finally a payment of $10,000 for cleaning services at City Hall, the Service Center, and Swift Current Museum.
Thank you, Ms. Cobbler. Council will be looking for a motion.
I move that we approve the disbursements in the sum of $2,207,993.08 for the period of August 17th to August 28th, 2023.
The seconder.
I'll second, Your Worship.
Okay, this was moved by Councillor Tuttlin-Weeb and seconded by Councillor Schweitzer. Are there any questions or comments relating to the accounts as presented? We'll let you go first, John.
So the question was the 375, does that complete the Aquatic Center roof rehabilitation?
Thank you for the question, Councillor Wall. Yes, the Aquatic Center roofing is now complete. There will still be one more final invoice coming through that will help cover the cost of project management, but the project was completed within the budgeted amount.
Okay, I have one more question. This is $30,000 for, was that for the tent replacement or repair, or did you buy a new tent? It seems like a lot of money for for tent replacement parts?
Thank you for the question. That was for the replacement of the tent canvas that was damaged in the 2022 storm that was over top of Market Square. So that is just the canvas. So this year we ran with the one tent and shared between Windscape and Market Square, but next year we will have the other tent.
Thank you.
Councillor
Thank you for
Tunley.
answering that. That was one of my questions, too. Here's a rookie question. The payment of $108,000 for garbage collection services, is that recouped from our residents' utility bills?
Thank you for the question, Councillor Tunlin-Weeb. Yes, that is covered. Garbage collection services are covered by the monthly fee paid by each resident.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, this was moved by Councillor Tunlin-Weeb and seconded by Councillor Schweitzer. All in favor? And that is carried. There are no items listed under reports for information. However, we do have a bylaw reading this evening. At this time, there is a bylaw to amend zoning bylaw number 24-2014 by adding liquor stores as a permitted principal use in the C1 Central Commercial District. I will call upon the city clerk to present the first motion.
Thank you, Worship. Moved by Councillor Schweitzer and seconded by Councillor Friesen that Bill number 13, 2023 be introduced and read a first time.
Council members, are you in favor of the first reading?
That Bill number 13, 2023 introduced and read a first time this 5th day of September, 2023.
Thank you. Moving down the agenda, there are no items listed under unfinished business. We do have items listed under new business. Council will be looking for a motion to receive and file the items as listed.
Your worship, I'll move that we receive and file the various items listed under new business.
Thank you, Councillor Cluis.
I'll second that, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Wall. Are there any questions or comments regarding these? No. Moved by Councillor Cluis, seconded by Councillor Wall. All in favor? And that motion is passed. There are no items listed under communications or items to be discussed in camera. We will continue with reports of council members, inquiries, and I will open the floor to council for questions or comments for administration or statements they would like to make. Councillor Tunlin-Weeb.
Oh, it's like summer is wrapping up. All the events that are happening all summer long are wrapping up. The last weekend for SCDRA racing is coming up this weekend. You might want to take that in. And Market Square on Saturday is hosting Cruise in the Market. It's the 12th annual car show, and their show and shine. It's Saturday. It starts at 8 a.m. with registration, and registration goes till noon. Car show goes till 3 o'clock. Pre-registration gives you a chance to win a prize, and there's awards in 18 categories. And you can register at www.swiftcurrent.ca.cruise, and they're expecting maybe 140 cars this weekend. So it's going to be a big show, and a good one.
Yes. Councillor Cluis.
Yeah, thanks, Your Worship. Just a couple of things. Actually, in conversation just prior to this meeting, I discovered that it's actually this week already. Our citywide registration is happening at the Stockade Thursday. Is that correct? Thursday this week from 6:30 to 8 at the Stockade for citywide registration. So make sure you check that out. And then tomorrow also, the Inclusive Park has its grand opening at 6:30 in the evening on the south side. So make sure you join us there and come check out a brand new recreational facility that's meant for everybody in our community tomorrow night, 6:30.
Excellent. Thank you, Councillor Cluis. Councillor Schweitzer.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. Just a couple updates from some of the agencies, boards, and committees from which I've been appointed to. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate Dave Smith, who is the new Executive Director of the Swift Current Housing Authority. Dave is taking over from Kim Gardner, who stepped down from that role back in May, and the Swift Current Housing Authority Board and the hiring committee is very, very excited to welcome Dave to the Housing Authority. You will know Dave from his pastoral work at the Eastside Church of God, And for his role as executive director with the Swift Current Housing Authority, he brings not only organized leadership, but a level of humility and compassion necessary for such a station. So very much looking forward to him starting this October with the local housing authority. And the Chinook Regional Library has a new executive director. Jake Marion is going to be coming to manage things in our regional library system from the Lakeland Regional Library System up north. He brings, again, organizational leadership and extensive background in making policy. And with libraries, they're ever changing. There is a need to keep up and evolve. And he's certainly the right guy to lead the Chinook Regional Library into the future. I was part of the hiring committee that brought Mr. Marion here. It's a difficult position to hire to because you're provincially mandated to hire someone who has that Master of Library Sciences. And when you couple that with good leadership abilities and the skills necessary to run such an organization, there's not a lot of people that end up applying for those jobs. So it was tough on the hiring committee to find someone, but we got our man in Jake Marion, and very much looking forward to him getting in and getting rolling. And on a more personal note, I am the president of the Swift Current 57s Baseball Club, and I want to announce, it was announced via social media that Jason Vena will be taking over as the team's head coach next year. I have to congratulate the Vice President of Baseball Operations, Brad Woods, on a tremendous hire with Jason Vena. He has numerous years experience coaching within the WCBL. He's won a few first place pennants. He's been a nominee for Coach of the Year. He's coached all-star teams. He did eliminate the 57s from the playoffs in back-to-back years. So very, very excited to have him on our side now in green and orange, and looking forward to seeing what he brings to Mitchell Field in 2024.
Excellent. Thanks, Councillor Schweitzer. Councillor Wall? Nothing. Okay. I don't have much to add. Special thank you to administration and my fellow councillors for taking it easy on me tonight. But I will mention that, just a reminder to all our drivers out there, school's back in. Be careful of the children. They're excited. They're running around. Not only that, there's a lot of fall sports going on. When I was on my way down here, I came by Highland Park, and it was full of kids from one end to the other with minor football. So they're running around out and through and amongst the cars and everything. So please pay attention and watch for them. This now concludes the council meeting for the 5th day of September 2023. I'll be looking for a motion to adjourn. I'll move it. Thank you, Councillor Wall. Thank you, Councillor Schweitzer. This meeting is now adjourned.